Jennifer Lopez has officially fled the country. Reports are coming in fast, and it all seems to be connected to Diddy.
Jennifer Lopez has officially fled the country.
It seems like every time celebrity drama dies down, someone shows up to reignite it, and this time, J.Lo is at the center. She didn't just shy away from the limelight, she took it to the extreme by leaving the country. We're talking a one-way ticket, bags packed, and an international escape. Why? All clues point to one man, Diddy. So is he the reason for J.Lo's sudden departure? And what's the wild story behind it? With the FBI now involved, this situation is becoming messier by the minute. Let's rewind to the 90s, when J.Lo and Diddy were the ultimate power couple. They had it all: fame, luxury parties, and media attention. But their fairy tale ended with a dramatic breakup after the infamous 1999 nightclub incident that left Diddy unscathed while Lopez's reputation took a hit. That breakup should have ended things, but whispers of Diddy holding something over Lopez have persisted. Now, recent alleged threats from Diddy appear to have pushed J.Lo into full escape mode right out of the country. Reports suggest that Diddy may have issued threats significant enough for J.Lo to flee.
Days of deliberations, the jury now appears to be focusing on the gun possession and bribery charges against Sean Puffy Combs. This afternoon, jurors sent the judge 2 notes, one of which asked for a transcript of a phone message Combs left Wardell Fenderson, once his driver, now the prosecution's star witness.
Diddy is known to have connections across music, film, and entertainment, which, according to insiders, could be enough to harm someone's career. But it didn't stop there. Diddy allegedly threatened to make things difficult for her professionally as well. Theories are swirling, including one brought to light by former Diddy associate Roddy Lil Rod Jones, who filed a lawsuit in early 2024. Jones accuses Diddy of serious misconduct and claims Diddy orchestrated the 1999 nightclub incident, the one Lopez emerged from with her reputation intact. 3 people were hurt that night, and while Diddy was never charged, Jones claims that bribes were involved to keep witnesses quiet, bringing new attention to J.Lo's possible connection to the event. And then, there's the twist involving Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex-wife, who reportedly kept a collection of recordings and documents now held by federal authorities. Rumor has it these tapes reference Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, wild events rumored to resemble scenes from a risk thriller.
The jurors also wanted to hear a readback of testimony relating to Combs' former girlfriend, actress-singer Jennifer Lopez, who was in the Navigator when it was stopped by police. An officer testified that everyone in the SUV was ordered to put their hands on the vehicle, but Lopez walked away, saying she was going home. As she was being detained, a gun was discovered in the vehicle. At that point, a sergeant on the scene ordered everyone who was in the vehicle under arrest.
Fast forward a couple of decades, and the rumors just won't quit. Whispers of Diddy holding some kind of dirt over Lopez have floated around for years, leaving everyone wondering what kind of skeletons are rattling in that gilded closet. J.Lo was allegedly present at some of these gatherings, according to her first husband, Ojani Noah, who hints that the feds are reviewing these parties and could uncover something tied to both Diddy and Lopez. Though J.Lo isn't directly implicated in any crime, her proximity to these events has fueled speculation. What did she know? Was she aware of any wrongdoing? Meanwhile, Diddy's legal troubles are catching up to him, with brands and sponsors cutting ties. Revolt TV is reportedly backing away, and more lawsuits are piling up, many alleging misconduct. On top of that, Homeland Security has been raiding his properties, including his Miami home, where they reportedly found evidence tied to trafficking allegations. With Diddy's connections under scrutiny, Lopez's silence only adds to the rumors. As the FBI digs deeper and new claims emerge, the story seems far from over. Could J.Lo be forced to revisit this saga? And could this high-profile scandal reveal more about the powerful people at the top? With every revelation, this case grows more complicated, and the public remains glued to each twist.
The contract that they gave me and the offer that they gave me was just disgusting. The producer fee, pennies. And on top of that, these guys are trying to steal my publishing. I can't go for that. So I'm fighting back. He's a fighter, but I'm going to put in this fight. I got to do it for myself, my rights.
While Jennifer Lopez is out there keeping busy with her career, she's practically vanishing whenever Diddy's name comes up, as if she's channeling Houdini. Is this part of a deliberate strategy to avoid Diddy's swirl of legal issues? Maybe. Diddy was a major force in the music industry back in the day, not always in the friendliest way. There are rumors that he used intimidation to keep people in line, and who wants to get involved in that? Lopez hasn't said anything publicly, but her calculated absences seem to be saying a lot. She appears to be doing whatever it takes to dodge the drama, but in doing so, she might actually be drawing more attention to it.so. Why now? That's the million-dollar question. Perhaps there's some past grudge surfacing, or maybe Jennifer is just avoiding getting pulled into the mess of some shady dealings. Given Diddy's history with controversial deals and questionable connections, it wouldn't be surprising. The entertainment industry isn't exactly a beacon of integrity, it's more of a minefield. And if you find yourself on Diddy's bad side, good luck.
Don't run up on me now, P. Diddy. You think Cassie got you for that money? You hit me, you gonna be Dame Dash broke. Who you really want to be up in that thing, though?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
How you end up on the couch? Close your mouth. Why you looking at me like that, ugly ass nigga? If you could bring any artist back, who would it
Michael
be?
Jackson.
You on an island stranded for 24 hours with any famous person. Who would it be?
Denzel Washington.
Did you hear what I said? On the island. Why would you want to be on the island? I hear you, man, but you gonna have to turn into Bill Cosby if you gonna get Denzel to do. Did you just lick your lips while we talking about Denzel? That's crazy, man.
That's all. Just want a little bit of peace and love.
Diddy is also known for throwing some of Hollywood's wildest parties where the behind closed doors events are never meant for the public. Over time, rumors about these parties have grown louder. Celebrities like Justin Bieber have hinted that Diddy's gatherings weren't just glittering champagne-fueled nights, there was something darker beneath the surface. If J-Lo's recent low profile has anything to do with this, you can't help but wonder what Diddy might know and how he might be using that information. And then there's the Suge Knight angle. The former record label CEO and convicted felon recently hinted that he knows the reason behind Jennifer and her ex Ben Affleck split. Apparently, tapes seized in an FBI raid on Diddy's place revealed something involving J-Lo that made things irreparable with Ben. Suge seems ready to spill the details to anyone willing to listen, which only adds fuel to the fire. So where's J-Lo now? No one's sure, but rumors are swirling. Some say she's lying low in a secluded villa in Europe, maybe in the south of France or Italy, where privacy can be purchased if you've got the cash.
For us, all that was there, you know what I'm saying? It was just, seemed like Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. No, he was gay and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Others think she's in a familiar retreat somewhere closer to home. Either way, she's definitely avoiding the limelight, and it seems intentional. No social media posts, skipping public events, all classic signs of someone who doesn't want to be found. It's almost as if she's teasing us, keeping just out of reach to make people wonder what's really going on. Late October 2024. J-Lo was spotted in LA dining with her kids, Emmy and Max, and singer Stevie Mackey. Surprisingly, it was a low-key event for someone who usually loves a bit of sparkle. She wore a simple pink dress with her hair down, giving off relaxed, family night out vibes, while her kids wore matching black outfits. Just days before, she posted a playful Instagram video with Mackey and Jennifer Lewis encouraging fans to vote, a soft reminder that she's still around and cares about the bigger issues. One public appearance that did make waves was her showing at the Toronto International Film Festival in September, where she attended the premiere of her film Unstoppable. She not only stars in the movie, playing the mother of one-legged wrestler Anthony Robles, but she also co-produced it.
You getting back with Puffy in a little way.
I remember you said
yes.
that. Yes.
Or, in my mind,
look it.
Interestingly, her former husband Ben Affleck was involved in the project too, though he didn't attend the premiere. Instead, Lopez walked the carpet alone in a dazzling silver gown by Tamara Ralph, complete with velvet bows and metallic flair, exuding her signature confidence. J-Lo certainly made sure all eyes were on her. At least for one night, no Affleck needed. She commanded the spotlight solo at TIFF, as if to make a statement that personal drama won't keep her from her career. She's still showing up and doing her thing. Later, she joined the 50th anniversary of the American Music Awards, but not in her usual fashion. Rather than a grand arrival, she opted for a virtual appearance, a smart way to stay in the mix without the full show. Then, in October, she turned up at AFE Fest in Hollywood, dressed to the nines and linked once again to Unstoppable. Her appearances feel deliberate, focusing only on events that align with her projects instead of constantly feeding the media machine. It's like she's picking her battles, making sure every sighting has a purpose.
J-Lo, un retrato, por favor, J-Lo. J-Lo, attention, please. Attention. Un retrato, por favor.
Adding to the intrigue, she's suddenly been silent on social media. Known for her selfies and candid moments, she seems to have taken a break from it all. Given her long stint in the public eye and her recent ups and downs, getting married and filing for divorce, perhaps she's saying, enough for now. She hasn't disappeared entirely, but this pause feels calculated. Some speculate she might be lying low in Europe, perhaps in a secluded villa in Italy or a retreat in the south of France, ideal spots for a breather out of the paparazzi's reach. This shift feels like a rebranding. Gone is the constant stream of posts and red carpet appearances. Now she's choosing a more curated approach. Her appearances aren't routine, but statements, transforming her from an omnipresent pop icon to a more selective, glamorous figure who doesn't need to prove herself daily. Naturally, paparazzi and fans are on high alert, and her silence has only stoked the fire. Rumors are circulating that this retreat isn't just about Diddy, maybe there's a hidden business dispute or something more personal. Social media is buzzing with questions, and fans are pushing for answers, feeling that her team's silence is as telling as any statement. And it's not just fans who are curious, celebrities are weighing in too, with some subtly supporting Lopez, while others, perhaps wary of crossing Diddy, are staying quiet. You can't blame them, Diddy's well connected and not one to provoke lightly. But the FBI's involvement raises the stakes to another level. If they're investigating Diddy's finances or tracking his moves, they likely believe there's more here than just celebrity drama. Diddy's reach extends beyond entertainment, and if threats or manipulation are involved, this story is far from over. What did Diddy say or do that made J-Lo feel the need to vanish? How far does his influence stretch? And if he's indeed using his power to control others, who else might be under his thumb? As the investigation unfolds, we may see some answers, or this may just become another Hollywood scandal that fades without resolution. This story seems destined to be swept under the Hollywood rug, buried in secrecy, until the next big scandal grabs the spotlight. Either way, you can be sure everyone's watching. J-Lo has always been known for making a grand entrance, but now her dramatic disappearance is fueling speculation. Insiders hint she's staying at a high-end retreat, a place so exclusive that only the ultra-wealthy even know it exists. Picture a villa with high walls, sprawling grounds, private security, and staff sworn to secrecy, places designed for complete anonymity, where celebrities can escape without fear of being seen by prying eyes. With her wealth and status, J-Lo could easily secure a stay at one of these ultra-private spots. And in times like this, the privacy might be worth every penny. No photos, no sightings, no leaks wherever she is. She's paying top dollar to stay out of view. Some rumors say Europe, others speculate a remote location in Central America. But the truth is, no one knows. The absence of solid information is driving speculation to a fever pitch, leaving people to piece together the puzzle from whispers and guesses. Whatever prompted J-Lo to vanish, she seems intent on staying hidden for as long as necessary. People are asking, why now? What was the breaking point? One popular theory centers on Diddy's alleged threats and possible leverage over her. If Diddy's threats were serious and he truly has the power to impact her career or safety, her decision to disappear makes sense. Sometimes when the stakes are high, retreat is the safest option. Another theory gaining traction is that the FBI might have tipped her off to a threat, or even suggested that stepping out of the spotlight would be wise. The FBI doesn't get involved in celebrity gossip, so whatever's happening here is likely more dangerous than it appears. Speculation is also brewing about a potential business feud. Known for her savvy business moves, J-Lo may have found herself caught in a power struggle with influential people. If someone like Diddy is involved, it's easy to see how things could get complicated quickly. Celebrities are watching from the sidelines, careful not to get too involved. Diddy's influence is vast, and speaking out against him could bring serious consequences. Yet a few stars have shown subtle support for Lopez, sharing vague quotes about standing strong, which fans have noticed. Meanwhile, other big names who might have spoken up for her have been silent, some of them even having worked with Diddy in the past, raising questions about their motives. Are they afraid of upsetting the wrong people, or do they know something the public doesn't? Diddy's reputation as someone who gets what he wants appears to be holding strong in this situation. Industry insiders are talking, some in whispers, others less quietly, about whether Diddy has a pattern of control and intimidation. A few former collaborators have hinted at feeling pressured by him, but feared backlash if they spoke out. This isn't the first time Diddy's name has surfaced in these types of stories. Whether it's business partners, artists on his label, or past relationships, there seems to be a recurring theme of people feeling they couldn't fully speak out. J-Lo might just be the latest in a long line to find herself on Diddy's radar, where silence and self-preservation become the only options. If the rumors are true, J-Lo's decision to flee might mean the stakes have never been higher. Diddy's wild parties, his controlling behavior, and whispers of threats, all of it points to a man who wields immense power in Hollywood, where power often means everything. This isn't just celebrity gossip. It's shaping up to be a full-scale investigation that reeks of more than just personal drama. We're talking about potential criminal connections involving some of the biggest names in entertainment. Diddy, always a controversial mogul, has faced allegations for years, things like shady finances, wild parties, and even threats directed toward old flames like Lopez. It turns out that the FBI has reportedly had its eye on him for a while, and now new accusations have brought all that scrutiny back into the spotlight. Let's talk about those infamous parties. If you remember the late 90s and early 2000s, Diddy's gatherings weren't your average get-togethers. They became infamous for all sorts of wild behavior, intense encounters, strange substances, and other legendary but not exactly flattering activities. Now, enter J-Lo's ex-husband Ojani Noah, who recently spilled some tea, claiming Lopez was involved in all that. She's remained silent, but his comments are stirring up old rumors, connecting her and Diddy back during their time together. Then there's Lopez disappearing from the public eye. Friends are dropping hints that this vanishing act is tied to Diddy's threats getting a little too real. Whispers say she's gone into hiding, possibly even out of the country, to distance herself from the chaos. And honestly, when a star as famous as J-Lo suddenly goes off the grid, you know something big is happening. This timing feels too convenient to be just a random break. It's more like the feds gave her a warning, and she decided it was time to make a move. But the FBI isn't just digging into wild parties and alleged threats. This investigation goes much deeper. There's talk of financial scrutiny and shady dealings across Diddy's business empire. It looks like they're connecting the dots on how he made his money, who he keeps close, and whether he's been using his wealth and influence for more than just business. These kinds of complex money moves are exactly what catch the FBI's attention, especially if there's any hint of organized crime. Diddy's influence in the music industry is vast, with power over celebrities and up-and-coming artists. It makes you wonder if the feds think he's been leveraging that power in questionable ways.
I wanted to show that I really had love for Puff, what it was trumped up to be. You know, they made it like it was more than what it actually was with me, and he had love for me, and I just wanted to show people that it wasn't all.
Do you think we'll ever have a gay rapper?
I believe there are some gay rappers that just ain't came out the closet.
Well, then we don't know that they're gay. If you think a big rap would have to be a big.
He used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on you were gonna pick up Will Smith.
This show has gotten crazier since the last time
You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
I don't know what you're talking about. You really heard that?
Well, yeah, I watched it on the internet.
Jimmy, I thought we was friends. What is this?
Fox News alert, the judge denied Diddy's appeal to get out on bail, forcing women into freak-off and keeping them quiet through violence and blackmail. Diddy offered $50 million and promised not to have any women over his house if they let him out, but the judge didn't budge. And Diddy's a flight risk, who's tampered with witnesses before, and could do it again if he's free. But Diddy's spending his days in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, New York's most notorious jail. Sources tell TMZ Diddy's being isolated from General Pop because some inmates maybe see taking him out as a badge of honor. A few celebrities have spent time here: R. Kelly, Ghislaine Maxwell, and our good friend Minnie Madoff. We also have the testimony from dozens of witnesses and victims, and evidence from Diddy's own electronic devices. Diddy's been running wild for at least 15 years, but he might not be able to slip out of this one.
All these old scandals and rumors could be the reason J-Lo is stepping back now, distancing herself from Diddy's new accusations. For her, this might be about more than just personal safety. It's probably about protecting her brand and reputation. Nobody wants to be associated with whatever the FBI is digging up, and now it seems like they aren't just focused on Diddy, they may be ready to examine other industry heavyweights as well. This situation has blown up into something much bigger than a lover's quarrel or celebrity drama. The FBI's involvement indicates a tangled web of influence, money, and possible criminal activity, all revolving around one of showbiz's most notorious names. And this might only be the beginning. There's likely more to uncover about the behind-the-scenes power, money movement, and control in Hollywood and hip-hop.is. J-Lo's sudden disappearance a smart retreat, or something darker at play?
A lot of people attended these parties. A lot of people saw this activity going on. A lot of people allowed it to go on, said nothing, didn't intervene. Allowed it to go on, said nothing, didn't intervene, maybe benefited from it, profited from it. All of these individuals and entities, in my view, have exposure.
Wherever he is, his resolve is the same. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
That's a serious crime.
But again, see, he's in cahoots with Epstein. And then...
Was he in cahoots with Epstein?
Yeah.
Or was it just a similar type of an operation?
No, they were friends.
Really?
Yeah, because Epstein had a phone on Miami as well. That really private, rich estate in Miami, so they were all in cahoots as well. But Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case is getting more attention than that, and I'm like, crazy, isn't it? So this Epstein guy just sold or whatever, trafficked them to these rich oligarchs and whatnot. And I was like, what happened to them? What happens to those people? Where's the list?
Yeah.
And then I didn't think anything of it, but then it went viral, and then every year since, it goes viral at least twice or 3 times. I'll see it just circulate again, and I'm just like,
moved to New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor
some...
Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
camp.
what it was called. Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks.
Are you going to try to be early?
Yes, I'm trying to be early.
Are you going to be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
Too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there? I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good.
Your shoes, your feet are gonna have blisters. You're gonna be dancing so hard.
I can't.
He's now getting super cozy with Steve Harvey's daughter, who Diddy's son, Justin Combs, used to hang out with.
Diddy and Lori Harvey, they're heating things up in Italy.
Notice her arm is on the back of his chair.
He and his son are Eskimo brothers. His son on this trip?
They were there. They're not in these pictures, but I think they left.
He is dating his son's ex-girlfriend when his son was there as well.
I don't think it's something that he would do if it was a big, huge deal.
You like who you like, except my son's exes.
Several law enforcement agencies are raiding the home of hip-hop mogul P. Diddy.
Some of you may not have realized you're not part of the club either.
And tonight, we are learning it may be tied to alarming allegations.
It was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. Could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. There were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them. I had like,
what
like
a
living
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Music mogul Sean Combs has been denied bail for a second time after being arrested by Homeland Security agents this week. He's accused of taking videos of those encounters and using them to blackmail the participants, in which he coerced women into engaging in days-long displays. Sean Combs' crimes could be even worse than what's being described, and other famous faces could also be implicated. Allegedly, the Kardashians are mixed up in this, that there's some documents, there's some proof, evidence.
History running back 15 years of freak out party. Who do you think went through there? Everybody. It's the same circle. It's the Epstein circle. It's the Harvey Weinstein circle.
And then things were being recorded, videotaped, and then that was used against executives or individuals.
But they saw stuff, and they talk about it, and they know what happens at midnight. All of a sudden they find out, oh, have I been kissing on a man? Or they know what happens at midnight. Yeah. At midnight, certain things happen. Is this a dude or a girl?
All being recorded.
At midnight.
Place you did it. Oh. Is this the best or the worst? Probably the Obama thing.
Oh no.
We heard Obama in there.
Oh God.
John?
What?
What is your wife talking about?
What happened? We're not going to discuss that.
We're not going to discuss it?
We're not.
John, look at, I don't.
Why?
We're not talking about.
He was about, and some people may pass it off as hip hop culture, but it is a series of felonies and RICO. What do they have wrong? So you think he did none of these things? He was never present in any of these activities? This wasn't his lifestyle?
But those activities and the lifestyle is not criminal. Is they never once said that these women didn't consent to what happened.
The consent doesn't apply.
No charges relating to minors. None.
So this is all adult consensual activity. People can judge it morally, but legally, you believe he committed no crime.
My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin hole and never have sucked a. That was my only goal. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in.
Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.